Today, I'm going super in depth on how to do lash clusters. If you follow these steps, you will successfully have lash clusters for a week to a week and a half or almost 2 weeks. That saves you time, that saves you so much money. Doing your lashes at home is such a given because not everybody has the time to go to a lash tech. Not everybody has the money to go to the lash tech. If you could do this in the comfort of your own home while your kids are just watching TV, yada, 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 you get the gist. It's the best in the world, and you feel pretty. You feel pretty for 2 weeks, and then you just do it all over again. But you don't have to do the first step all over again, okay? So we're gonna start with the first step. And for me, the first step is crucial, okay? I don't see a lot of people talking about this, but when you do your lash clusters, do you ever notice, like, obviously when you first want to put your lash clusters on, you're gonna curl your eyelashes, right? And then you put your lash clusters on. But then you wake up the next morning and your lashes are not as high as they were when you first put your lashes on. Why? Because your lashes went straight, correct? So my little hack that I've been doing the past few times that I've done my lashes, I've been doing a Korean lash lift. And the Korean lash lift has lasted me way more than 5 weeks. I did my Korean lash lift, I want to say in the middle of May. So probably almost 2 months it has lasted me. And it makes the biggest difference, okay? Yes, it's an extra step, but taking that extra step for you to have lashes that are gonna like actually be up, not up, but up, and you know, where you can see them instead of them going straight and it looks like you don't have lash clusters on. This step makes the biggest difference, I promise you. If you don't want to do the step, you can go ahead and skip ahead, but I highly recommend it for the best results because that's what I do and that's how I keep my lashes looking so good. The kit that I use is on Amazon. I will insert a picture so you guys can see which one it is that I use. But I'm gonna go ahead and do that step first. If you guys want a separate video on how I do my Korean lash lift, let me know. I will gladly make it because I love making videos. But let me know. I'm gonna go ahead and do my Korean lash lift and I will be back to show you the results of that. We are back now with the lash lift and you can see a big difference. Like my eyelashes are up, like they are up and they're not going anywhere. So I'm gonna let this marinate overnight. For me, it'll be overnight, but for you, it'll be like 1 second. It's time. It's time. I'm so scared because I heard a lot of things about this lash glue, but we're gonna give it a go. I'm not scared. I'm scared, but I'm not scared because we're trying to find the best waterproof lash glue. And I did this eye just so I can get familiar with the product and how to use it. So we're gonna go ahead and do this eye together and I'm gonna show you every single step that I do. So what you wanna do first is have your tray where you put your glue, like whatever lashes you're using, and glue, and you're gonna pour some out and let that get tacky, okay? You don't wanna use it straight out the bottle. You want it to get tacky. Now, first off, I noticed right away the smell. The smell is, it's there, okay? It's not horrible, but it's there. Now, when you do this, so this, I mean, I didn't mean to use that much, but just use what you need. It's hard with the way the glue, I mean, the way the bottle is made. But when you do this, I suggest you use a fan. So it's not like, you know, I was doing this just to kind of cool it down. But initially, when you first put it on your lashes, you can feel the fumes. It doesn't bother me if I have like something to do this because now it's calmed down, like it's done. Once it dries, I think it's done being strong. But so far, I mean, they are on, they look good. I'm using the lashes that I always use. I'm waiting for this to get tacky. So once it gets tacky, we'll be right back. Okay, you know it's starting to get tacky when you see it do like that, like it's not so loose. So I'm gonna go ahead and start. We're gonna start with a 14 on the outer corner. Initially, what I like to do, Okay, you can see the glue. I like to just drag it towards me to scoop up some glue onto your back of your lash, because obviously you're sticking them like this. So you want to make sure you have a good amount on there for them to stick. The back, I don't know if you can see, but it has glue on it and it's like scooped up because that's the side that's going to be hitting your lash, okay? So I just hold it, you can see, okay, and scoop it up and then press. And they're on. And that's it. Literally, that's it. And we're just gonna keep doing that. And when you grab your lash, you wanna grab it like right in the middle. You don't wanna be too far on the end, you don't wanna be too close to this, because it gives you more control on where you're putting your lash at and how firm it's going on your lash. So I'm gonna go ahead and drag it backwards. Wipe off any excess that you don't need. And you see that little pocket of glue on there? So, same thing. And this is another 14. So you're gonna push it up, pull, and then place. Oh, I got watery. I got scared. Hold on. And that's okay. I'm gonna leave that in there because that happens. Don't freak out. Just keep going. Keep pushing through. See? Everything's okay. We're okay. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. Do not rush when you do your lashes, because then your lashes are gonna look rushed, okay? Once you get it down and you know, like, you're familiar with the glue you're working with and you know how to do it and you know exactly what you want, it's a breeze. Like, it's so easy. But I'm slowing it down so I can show you guys how I do it. Okay, same thing. Drag up and place. This glue makes my eye water. Right off the bat, it makes it water. But as long as you have something blowing in your face, I feel like that's not blowing in your face, but like something to fan it out, okay? That's my first initial review. It is very strong, very strong. Okay, we're okay. We're gonna make sure it's on there. Squeeze these together so they're not so far apart. Hold on, I want to fix this one. See, I'm grabbing it too far up and that's not giving me control. There we go. There. Okay, now I'm gonna grab a 12. So these were all 14s. Drag and place. Okay. Last cluster that I put on my eye, unless I feel like there's a gap somewhere and I need to add it, which I did on this one, just right here. Last cluster. Same thing, drag, drag, place. on there, and you can see the difference between this eye and this eye. These ones are a little bit down. Once it dries a little bit more, I'm gonna squeeze them together. I just don't want to touch them right now. While it's drying, you can like do one of these because it helps. I think it's ready to be squeezed. Let's see. So you just want to look down, squeeze your lash, like the lashes to your, what I like to do is squeeze it to my skin. So it like not folds, but it looks more natural. Obviously these lashes are far from natural, but you get what I'm saying. Now this one is always my problem area because my lashes are so thin on the inner corners. So I really gotta let it squeeze in there. Yeah, I'm gonna add one, just one. Okay. And then you just want to wait for everything to dry. I'm gonna go and do my makeup, and that is my lash tutorial. I hope it helped. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I will answer everybody. Don't get this in your eye. Don't get it in your eye. Okay, bye.